Tinker's like, hey, 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 can I get some of those Cheerios, Mom? Can I get some of those Cheerios, Mom? So, I've never done a Chandra image before. And I feel like I should do a more formal... I feel like I should do a more formal intro. Alright. Speak. Puck, speak. They both said thank you. Wow. And make it rain. We're getting real good. It's okay, Paranor. We're getting real good with the speak thing. I'm amused by this. So anyways, welcome to, hi Malcolm. So welcome to Science Sunday. This should be about an hour-long stream. I am your host, Annie Wilson, and yes, the dogs... Oh. Well, we might just only have one dog on stream because one just decided he wanted to be a food hog. I am not an astronomer. I have some astronomy background. I know more than your Astro 101 student, and I know way more about space toilets than I probably should. In fact, tomorrow, as of tomorrow, there will be 4 space toilets in orbit, but right now there's still 5. So, hey Puck, come here. I know Puck, but Puck, great. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna be down a dog for the webcam, which Tinker's excited about. Have an old Cheerio. We do need a space toilet emote, but I don't art very well or fast, and I'm not sure how exactly I'd make a space toilet emote. Like, how would you make a space toilet emote? Do I just do a normal toilet with stars behind it? Like, I really don't know. Space toilets don't typically look like your regular toilets. Anyways, yes. So, I like space toilets a lot. You can ask me about space toilets all you want. You can ask me other things about astronomy while I'm doing this. Please remember, astronomy is a huge field, and I know a sliver of a sliver. So, yeah, there's that. But today, we're going to find some data from Chandra to process, and we'll, you know, figure something out. And if you have a second monitor, and you have the time, I'm going to use this time to ask you to pretty please open up Bennu in another tab, because there might not be a whole lot to watch for a little while. To open up Bennu in another tab and work on some Bennu images. Wow, we've had a nice jump. So let me do some math real quick. And then, so 2,255 minus 17. Hold on, I have to pull up the whole image. Or the whole thing. 1783. We are 472 images away from being halfway done. Once we get to halfway done, we will totally have a celebration stream. And yes, if that happens during next week, I guess we're doing a celebration stream next week. We haven't really decided what we're going to do for the celebration stream, but you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. So please help us map Bennu. It will help science. You will be helping science. And if you can only do one image, that's fine. If you can do one image a day, that's great. That's better than doing 0 images a day. So, rock cakes. Yeah! Rock cakes look amazing. I do have a astronomy themed beer in my fridge. So we've got those 2 things down, and there's a possibility of playing some video games. There's a possibility of me doing Legos. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. But anyways, today, we're not doing any of that today. Today, we are doing Chandra. Tinker, you are sitting... Can you sit, Tinker? She's like, no, just toss me a Cheerio, Mom. We're gonna work on some Chandra. So... I have... Ooh, they have planetarium stuff? That's interesting. So I've never done any Chandra data ever. So we're just kind of on the website. I know, I heard you. Hey, Astro B. So we're just kind of on the website, and I don't know where to get data. I don't know what the I don't know how to get the data. I don't know what the standard palette is. I know zero things about Chandra images. So this is going to be an experiment. This is going to be an experiment. So we're probably not at the right place. Don't even. We're probably not at the right place to get the data, but we're just going to kind of run with it. Let's see if I can remember the command for it. There we go. So we're just gonna kind of run with it, and we're going to see what we can find. Yeah, so there's that. They typically, usually when I've seen this stuff, will you stop? Typically when I've seen this stuff with Chandra, it's been, here's a composite image like the one you see on your screen, and it has the composite, and here's the X-ray data, and here's the optical data. So this may also be an option, is combining the two, which I haven't done at all. You are just going to be a butt. So this is an option because I don't know how many X-ray channels they have, and it looks like this one is just in blue, and then they've colored this one in red, and when you put them together they are actually very pretty. So this is, I'm going to take a note because we might just do something that is posted just so we can kind of compare. So this is the Perseus cluster. It has X-ray, optical, and if any of you have Tinker, you're about to get lapdog docked for crying and whining and begging. If anybody has any suggestions on what to do, I am more than, open to doing that. I typically like doing galaxies because they are... Will you sit? Can you sit at least? Come on. She's like, no, I will not sit. DPI says, I'm sorry for asking for Chandra already. It's okay. It's okay that I'm doing things that I don't know. SAG A-star. I know I did a story about it, and I know that, Dr. Pamela, I think Dr. Pamela wrote those slides and did the research. So I think this is a neat composite, but because there's not much for me to align anything to, I don't feel comfortable doing this. But this is a pretty neat image. Does Chandra capture the optical too, or is it just the X-ray? Let me look at the last image that I had up, the Perseus cluster. And... oh, wow. Okay, so this finding involves a new explanation for a set of results made with Chandra's X-ray, ESA's XMM Newton, and Hitomi Japanese-led X-ray telescope. So the image here contains X-ray data from Chandra of the Perseus galaxy cluster, which has been combined with optical data from the Hubble Space Telescope, which is in pink, and radio emission from the Very Large Array, which is in red. So here's the Chandra data. And here they've combined the optical and the radio. So this came from, and I'll share the link so you guys can check it out for yourselves. This has data combined from 3 different missions, instruments, whatever. We'll let the other dog out. Maybe that'll stop the crying. Composite, X-ray, infrared. Ooh, that's pretty. So this has Chandra being blue and Spitzer being orange and yellow green. So yeah, no, part of me is like, we can do this. We can do this. It's a little different, but we can do this. They are using different energy levels for the colors. Yes, that makes sense. Creating Chandra true color images via Unix command line. IR is like an abstract art piece. It is, and I like it. I like it a lot. I think I noticed that these have a line in them, and I'm thinking that line is there for alignment, literally. Or maybe it's just an artifact. It was just an artifact. There's literally a line of pixels that didn't want to load. So what is this one? This one is W51, and this is Chandra and Spitzer. And then the Chandra and Hubble. Yeah, this one's really cool. I'm really digging that one. Oh, open fits. Awesome. Thank you for sharing, DPI. So this one is probably 2 different images that were combined in infrared. Let's see what the handout says. Nope. It doesn't, it's just literally like, here's a printout of the image. That's kind of boring. Because I would like to know more technical fields. Or I'd like to know more technical information about how they made the image. But, you know, these things happen. All right, so for... I like W51. Does anybody have a, part of me is like, this is what I'm gonna do. Hi, Mike Cassidy. So, I think I'm gonna try to replicate this one. 2524 3711 observation IDs. And the blue, they made the X-ray blue. And then the infrared, yellow, orange. And then laundry day. Yeah, I should probably do that. So, and then I am going to write down the coordinates just to make it easier for myself later. Right ascension is 19 hours, 23 minutes, 50 seconds. And declination is 14 degrees, 6 minutes, and 0 seconds, I think is how that is. And DPI says, are we trying to make a composite image or a Chandra own X-ray image? I am game for making a composite image. It's, again, something I've never done. And I think I know enough about what I'm doing to make a composite image happen. think I know enough to make a composite image happen. Because I really don't think I can, partially because I'm after something that looks visually interesting, and I will be the first to admit that, yeah, I want something that's visually interesting. But, because let's see what images they've released. So the other one that might work is, let me open up this one. Hold on. So this one, nope, even this one's a composite. And this one too is a composite. So yeah, I am indeed, let's see, where's the Fornax cluster? Finring says, thank you, Twitch app, for notifying me that the show started 15 minutes ago. Rolls eyes. People are like, why do you start so early? I'm like, because Twitch is twitchy. This is why I start so earlier. Is this M87? It's the Fornax Galaxy cluster. No, but it was in the list. Okay. So let me go back. Oh, the core of M87. Okay. Yeah. To be honest, I want to make pretty pictures, and I think I'm ready for a composite. I think I'm ready for a composite. So, yeah. Don't start, Tink. So that was 2017, and that was... Oh, that looks cool, too. Scratch it, scratch it, scratch. Here's the supernova. Oh, I thought it was 2017. Galaxy clusters? Multi-wavelength, there we go. And also check out top rated. And I might have to take a bio break in a bit. Oh, that's from other things I opened. Hey, here's how we get our data, apparently. So there's this image, too. Unleash the power of composite. Yeah, I think we are going to do a composite. Oh, this wasn't made by... No, it was made. And this one's kind of interesting because it's like, okay, here's some X-ray data, and then here's the optical. I am a sucker for pretty images, guys. Alright, so I hate to do this to you, but I need to take a bio break. And I shouldn't be... yes, composite meaning combining different wavelengths. If I can find it. Is this... What is this one? Oh, yep, this one has Chandra, Alma, and Very Large Telescope. So it's like 3 data sources. Yeah, I was thinking about the... Where did it go? It was really pretty. Alright, how about I go back here and then... forget what I had done. Somehow. Alright, so let's do W51, because I know that's what's the name of it is. Here we go. Yep, this is the one I want to do. So yes, alright, so I'm going to leave you with the full screen of this. And I think I can make this full screen. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you with this, and I'm gonna run because I feel terrible. I need to take a quick bio break. So I will be right back. Where is my microphone and things so I can mute that? I will be right back. I blame the coffee. But I'll be right back, and then we'll get into the specifics of how do we download all this. So, yep, be back. Okay, and I'm back. And yes, with more coffee. Even though I have a feeling I will regret this later. So my apologies, just sometimes things happen. Okay, and you will probably hear a screaming cat in the background because I don't know what he wants. He woke me up this morning. I'm still bitter about that, but the joys of living with the geriatric cat. Anyways, let's get back at it. All right, so we know what we're going to do. We're going to do this W space diapers. Ew. Yeah, no, the cat doesn't have diapers. But he definitely does demand that he is woken up. Not woken up. He demands to be fed in the morning. And Favorite Human is amazing. Favorite Human is amazing because he will get up and he will and here's where we're gonna get the Chandra data from. He will get up and he will feed the cat. So I don't have to. And I'm just like, part of me is like, I can't even. All right. So I'm gonna do W51. Resolve name. And I think somewhere we just search. Search. That doesn't look right. That's not the right observation ID. All right. All right, so how do I clear all this? I know, buddy, I know. Because we have the observation ID. So 2524. Let's try that. There we go. So we want to add all of that to the retrieval list. And then we want to go back to browse. Actually, we want a new search. And then we're going to do the observation ID. Yeah, he is really amazing. He will get up and feed the cat and not complain, which just kind of always blows my mind when he does this. He will go and buy cat food for the cat. Alright, so how do I download these? So retrieve products? Okay. Would I like to view the status of my retrieval? Yes. No. Not that. I want to open that in a new... Oh, my data's already ready for retrieval. Cool. So, what time is it? I'm afraid to download this while I'm working. So I'm going to share the link here for anybody that wants to follow along at home. So that was the Chandra data. So let me go back and let's see if they have any information about the infrared portion of this. Because I don't think they do. I don't think they do. But There's totally a reference for it, so let's open this up. And in theory, I can view this. Okay, cool. All right, so here is the paper that goes with this. Here's the paper that goes with that image in particular, and we are interested in this, the 51, the B51. I don't really care about the data. I'm more interested in where they got the data from. And this may be the paper that came out of this image. So here they have the IRAC and the MIPS. So the B. So 11 figures. Okay. Table 6 lists the source for the targets in table 5. Alright, so Chandra catalogs for the 5 mocks have been published previously. I just want to make sure I get the correct image for and they're only publishing the X-ray data. Alright, so this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Okay, so this document did not help us at all. At all. So what is this, Spitzer? Close-up view, or was this Hubble? Spitzer, okay. So we want to get Spitzer data. Okay, okay, okay. So now we have to figure out how to find this in Spitzer. And we just did a Spitzer image, so in theory, hop over to the Spitzer website and done with Spitzer. Let's do something different. Let's go back to Spitzer. Yeah, I know. It's only because I want to do this really cool composite though. Only how? Where's Spitzer now? Explore. I want the data. I forget how to get Spitzer data. Spitzer IRAC? No. Datasets? That moment when you're like, I forget how to get the datasets. Okay, here we are. We gotcha. And we want to search catalog Spitzer. And let's do W51. 50 data sets found. Oh my goodness. I told you I only wanted Spitzer. I don't know. Let's try this. This is the Heritage Archive. Okay. This might actually be better. Let's see. So we have... hours, 23 minutes, 50 seconds. Oh, I see what I have to do. 14 degrees. 6 minutes. Seconds, and then it is QUJ2000. If I typed 5 and it should be 6. I'm just making sure everything's lined up correctly. So copy that. And then search. Okay, so that's oh wow, that's a really long strip. I don't think this is right. So that's the problem. They only gave part of the data. Oh wait, here's part of our problem. These are not all the correct coordinates. So 23. That looks too dark. All right, 14 and 6. Because that's part of it, but that's not all of it. Are we gonna have to prepare the strips together? So we know that's not it. This could be it. This doesn't feel right. All right, let me go back to Spitzer searches. I don't know what the campaign is. Alright, let's try the other one. Search. Catalog search. Spitzer. Come on. Select. I don't know what the difference between the iris enhanced. So now I feel like I have to go back and watch the older stream to remember or to figure out where I went. To, you know, find everything. Because this doesn't feel right at all. Alright, let's try this. Spitzer data. Oh my. It was in the wiki, as in like the Wikipedia? And I visited that. Hey, Comic Girl! Thanks for the host! We're trying in vain to figure out where I got the Spitzer data from last time. And now we're right back here. Oh my goodness. For researchers, Spitzer Science Center, and IPAC. So let's try this and this. I think IPAC's going to take us back to one of the places we were already here before. Data file? I guess. Archives and data science. Infrared science archive. I mean, that has to be it. That has to be it. Yes, you do get a cookie. YYZ, you totally get a cookie. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to figure out everything. Yeah, we're back here again. This is not where I want to be. Guido says, we should send some notes to NASA on the user-friendliness of their websites. See, NASA doesn't have any control over, like, Ursa or... I mean, they do have some control, but we'd really have to contact Caltech. And the problem is that if you do this, you know, if you work with this data, you're like, okay, I got it. But because I don't work with this data, and the astronomers at, you know, YSU don't typically work with Spitzer data, you're kind of left out in the cold, I feel. So, yeah, I know what I'm looking for, but I don't know how to find it. And the information for the image was all like, these are the things for, you know, the Spitzer or the for the what am I trying to think? Comment Girl says, I'm hungry now, thanks chat. Oh, we can talk about food. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Science Sunday explained in song. Yeah. Yeah. See, and this pulled up a whole lot of stuff because I gave it 1 degree. And I feel like that was maybe too much. And those are observation requests. I like the name though, IRS Stare. Like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? Waffle sounds good. Okay, so obviously, I have this bookmarked from last time. This may actually be helpful, because usually I do go to MAST. Alright, let me close all these other ones, because they're just gonna eat up bandwidth. Alright. W51. Search. And then we can... see, this is in infrared, right? So we want infrared. This doesn't look right. There's no gas. All right. So instead, let's do 19. I made no promises. This is true. You did make no promises. So we're going to do the advanced search. So we want 19 hours, 23 minutes, 50 seconds, and then 14 degrees, 6 minutes, 0 seconds. I don't know if this has Spitzer data. Hey! I am trying so hard. Alright, and it says it found 4 records, and it's probably the same 4 records. Yeah, no, this doesn't have Spitzer. It does not have Spitzer data. Hey, thanks for following! IRAC imaging. Oh, you found it in the thing? There's some observation IDs in there. Awesome! See, now I'm glad I shared that. Thanks for the follow, Simflate. So, we're gonna switch real quick to the dogs, because we haven't had this. Oops. Alright. So here's the Cheerios, and speak. Speak. Puck, speak. All right, good boy. And make it rain. Puck says thank you. Tink says thank you. Hopefully the dogs won't fight over the Cheerios. All right, so IRAC imaging. Here we go. Oh, it's a different paper. Okay. So that's the number of sources. So observation requests. So it has the AOR key. Dr. Pamela is traveling today, YYZ, so I don't think there's going to be, I don't think there's going to be, I'm sorry, I'm trying to think. I don't think there's going to be painting today. And it was one of the things that we had talked about me learning how to do, but I didn't learn how to do it. But yeah, as Paranor said, no painting or reading till further notice. Because here's the deal with Pamela's travel. And you wanna, I think I'm just gonna wrap this up, and I'm going to do a lot of searching on my own for WTF is this file. I may actually contact the people that made it, because it's very frustrating. I'd like to reproduce it, and they're like, oh, yeah, here's the bits. Oh, that's right, you're looking at the dogs anyways. So, just asking because of Slack notifications. Yeah, I have admittedly not been in Slack for a while, so I can't, you know, be there to, I don't know if I can do that in Slack. Just essentially be like, no, that's not happening. If they're in the calendar though, which they should be, they are, yeah, if they're in the calendar, I can make that go away. So hold on. So Painting Worlds is not happening today. So we'll do that event, and then Painting Worlds next week is not going to happen. So that part I can fix. What nights does she usually do, what nights does she usually do reading? Because that actually, oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. So she normally reads on Tuesday nights. And I think it's just Tuesday nights. actually take care of all the daily space notifications in Slack for next week. And I don't know if there's going to be Astronomy Cast patron office hours next Sunday, just like I don't know if that's going to be a thing that happens today. Because she is traveling, but I don't know if she's home yet. I don't know what's going on there. So, and yeah, the Bennu stuff does take a precedence. Like, I really need to finish setting up my programming things so I can program. But all of the notifications, you should not get notifications for the week of July 4th for Daily Space or anything, because they are all deleted. So that part I can take care of. There's no dogs on camera. There will be Daily Space while she's doing the Astro tour. I don't know who's doing Daily Space, because there's really only 2 days to worry about for Daily Space for her. And that's Thursday and Friday. So we don't know Thursday and Friday who's doing Daily Space. It might be me, it might be her. It might be her making up the slides for me, although I don't know if she'll have the time. So maybe it takes me longer to do that stuff than it does for her. So maybe I'll just come up with some stuff and we won't have to worry about it for too long. Yeah. So, as far as I know, that's what's going on. I'm not going on the Astro tour, obviously, because I will be here. It's okay, Guido. I had it open to add the week off stuff, and when I actually do update my launch calendar on Google Calendars, I have that open on the same Google account anyways, so it's not a big deal for me to have it open. I'm hesitant to delete the painting and reading too far in the future, because I really don't know what her schedule is going to be like. I don't see any travel for her in July, but that can change. So it happens. I'm not going on the Astro tour. I don't know who is, aside from like Pamela and Fraser, and like I know Skylius is going. I do remember it was kind of pricey, because I looked at it and was like, that would be nice. And then I remembered that there's just, like, it was beyond what I could afford, so I don't know. It looked really cool. Blueberry Cheerio. So, any other questions about what's going on with Daily Space or CosmoQuest or hiatuses? Because you have Guido here who can answer a lot of stuff about what's going on in the community. You have me that knows some stuff of what's going on. But other than that, I mean, I feel like we made decent progress with at least getting the Chandra image, but I think finding the Spitzer images might be a little bit more difficult. We'll see. And if it works out that I can't find them, then we'll just pick something else. I know it's something that I haven't done before, and that's okay, but I feel like it's good for me to get out of my comfort zone to be working on these different wavelengths and different images and things of that nature, because yeah, I could sit and color Hubble images all day, but I don't know if it's wise for me to specialize in just Hubble images. That said, there are a lot of Hubble images in the archive that have not ever been colorized. So there's that. But I'm not sure how to... Some of that's going to take more image processing than what I'm used to, which they've got rid of IRAF and now it's PyRAF. And I don't think I have PyRAF set up. And I don't know how far down that rabbit hole of image processing I want to do. The astronomers call it data reduction. Because there's things I could do to the data. Like, for Hubble data, I could remove cosmic ray hits and clean it up in that nature. And maybe I will just stick with Hubble data, because that's... A, there's a wealth of it, and it's still collecting data. And B, I have access to scientists who work with Hubble data, so there is that. Worst case scenario, if I wanted to go the PyRAF route and work with more image reduction, stuff, I would have support from actual astronomers that know this stuff and would be happy to help me. So Veronica Kier suggests if you go with composite, you could start with a Hubble image while people get back to you on the other data idea only. That actually is not a bad idea. So we can totally do that. We can make that happen. I guess not next week, but the week after that, because next week I'll be off. So let me actually make a note of that before I forget. Image contact for Spitzer sources. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. And do you guys want to see more of the nitty-gritty detail of how the data reduction is done? Are you just happy with watching me colorize images? Some feedback on that would be helpful, because I started this as, hey, I want to learn how to do this, and now I'm kind of dragging you all along for the ride. And I don't know how comfortable I feel with going down that rabbit hole of PyRAF, especially when I need to be doing things like learning PHP and coding and things of that nature. And I am really only doing this for a couple hours every week. So yeah, if you have an opinion on that, pop up in Discord and share it there. Go ahead and private message me. That's the best way to make sure that I actually get the message and can find it easier later, because there's not really a separate channel for Science Sunday. So, hi Puck. Are you gonna be the bestest boy? I don't know why the light is flashing. I blame the webcam. So that's pretty much all I have for you today. Sorry that we didn't get, all the data together, but that's how this works. We just kind of bumble together and we're figuring out this data processing stuff together. Thank you for all of your help and your suggestions, like sharing the page and so on and so forth. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the wall of text now. And then if anybody has a suggestion of who I should raid, please add it while I do the wall of text. Because otherwise I'll just let it, pick auto host. Gem Doctor says, people who work in their comfort zone are generally more productive. Indeed. But sometimes to even get in that comfort zone, there's some stretching involved. And I don't know, maybe working with space telescope data is something you kind of want to specialize in. Instead of just being a jack of all trades, literally pick one telescope and work with it. Because I have been getting pretty quick with the Hubble images. I've been getting pretty quick with the Hubble images. So, yeah. There's always that painful bit of when you're still figuring things out, and then you know, get into that comfort zone and get into that groove. And, well, thank you. Guido says, thank you, Annie. You're always doing great, even if you're just figuring things out. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes it's a little scary being like, I don't know what I'm doing on stream live, and then knowing that this is all archived to YouTube. But I think showing the growth is also important. So, yeah. All right, so I am going to start the wall of text. Oh my goodness, there's the cat. Cat, I love you. And yeah, so this Science Sunday has been, you know, production of PSI, that's Planetary Science Institute, in what I'm assuming is blistering hot Tucson, Arizona, working in collaboration with Youngstown State University here in, I think it's nice enough to do yard work today, Youngstown, Ohio. Words, the cat. We are brought to you by you, so thank you for all of your support, emotional, community, financial, and otherwise. Yes, we're really here because of your financial support. If you can't afford subs, bits, donations, being our Patreon on Patreon, buying our merch, any of that, that's okay. It really, really is. It is totally okay if you cannot afford to financially support us. One of the better ways for you to support us that costs you no money, aside from follows, remember, follows are always free, is inflicting us on your friends, family, and colleagues. I would love to see more names, more new names in chat. It's always nice when our little community grows. So if you want to keep in touch with us off stream, as well as get notifications of ninja streams, please join our Discord. You have to agree to some rules first before you have access to all the channels. The rules are pretty simple. Be kind to each other, respect each other, keep it simply science. That's no conspiracy theories, no pseudoscience, and keep it, you know, safe for work. No gore, no, you know, mature language, no nudity, nothing illegal, etc., etc., etc. Again, pretty simple rules. We just want a safe environment for everybody to, you know, talk science in. And I think that's everything. That's all the important bits. Paranor says no feet. For those of you that aren't in on the joke, apparently Twitch considers feet sexual content. So, with that, I am going to log off. I am not seeing any suggestions who the raid, so I'm just going to let AutoHost take over, because that's kind of the thing. And yes, please help us map Bennu. Please help us map Bennu. So Astro B says it's dinner time, so for the rest of you, have a wonderful insert time of day here. Be kind to each other. Continue being awesome, because you all are awesome. And if the skies allow, look up. Because I'm assuming none of you live in Youngstown, where it is almost always cloudy. So, with all of that, I'm going to awkwardly roll the credits, because, you know, that's how we do things. And, yeah. See you around. Bye!